Hi class. Today I will be talking about the differences between a thin and thick client, as well as the best approach to take. A thin client is an approach that is much more dependent on the server to do the work, whereas on the other hand, a thick client refers to a system that is still connected to a server, but keeps a chunk of the computing power on the client side instead of relying solely on the server. Based on my research of the different advantages and disadvantages, I am in more favor of the thin client, mainly because it provides an efficient and cheaper option that is easier to keep secure from unwanted malware. Because all of the data is being kept solely on one server and not spread out to every client computer, it is also easier to maintain and update systems as well as back up all the information. The thick client approach has its advantages as well, but is fully utilized only when there isn't a reliable and strong network connection to the server. With constantly improving internet access and speeds, this is becoming much less of a concern. Another hangup regarding a thin client approach is the need for a strong server to handle the computing power required. However, this is a much cheaper investment than spending a whole bunch of money on every single thick client system that you need to buy. So I still think it's an advantage for it to use the thin system. An added bonus to using a thin client includes the smaller load on networks. This is especially important when deciding whether to use server or client side programming. This frees up the networks to be able to handle server side programming if needed, and can thus be more secure by keeping the website code hidden from the client. Using client side programming can keep the server load down as well, but it relies much more on the speed and effectiveness of each client's web browser. Thanks.